Hello everyone, it's Nady, and today we'll be testing out the new Too Faced White Peach palette. As you beautiful people know, this is about the product, not the people behind it. Any tip you may have with them, please cast it away, because this is a channel of positive energy. Okay? Thank you. So I actually wasn't even gonna be filming today, but something huge is happening and I am so fucking nervous. So I thought to kind of take my mind off that, we could play with makeup and why not test this little bitch out? I did get this in store at Sephora for, I don't even remember how much. Let's take a look here. It was a big shopping day. Anyways, it looks like this was $45. I was honestly really hesitant to even get it, but curiosity got the best of me and now we have it. I am on the Sephora website looking at their little description for this and they say this is a matte shimmer and glitter eyeshadow palette infused with peach and sweet fig cream. That sounds fucking delicious. I personally have never tried any of their peach products, but I've heard really good things about them, and I am a little bit excited because I hear these smell amazing. They say these shadows glide on and are buildable, they have very saturated color, and it features an ombre layout for easy transitions. It's also paraben-free and sulfate-free, so yay for that. But it does have quite a few shit reviews, like it has almost as many 1-star reviews as it does 5-star reviews. People are saying there's very little pigment and a shit ton of fallout. A lot of people are saying it's chalky and powdery and the mattes just don't show up. Actually, I'm seeing the word chalky a fuck ton on here. But some people love it. This person says it's their favorite palette, they love the colors and they blend out so beautifully, they're very inspired by it, so you either love it or you fucking hate it. But let's open this little beast up and take a look at it, and I gotta say that their packaging always feels really nice and good quality. Even though I am about to throw this box away, I still appreciate that. I didn't used to care for packaging so much, but now that I do have a brand, I realize that this is honestly what sells. Let's take a little look-see at the card they gave us. I don't know about you, but I am always so uninspired by the looks they give us. Like, one of my all-time favorite palettes in the entire world was the chocolate gold palette, and the looks they gave us on the cards were just so blah. Like, it wasn't a good representation of what you can actually do. And don't get me wrong, I do really appreciate the fact that they do this, so I don't know, it's not even that big of a fucking deal. It's just that this and this look almost the same. I just wish they would show us more that you can do with the palette. But let's take a look at this. Oh my god, that actually feels really fucking nice. This reminds me of my old pencil case in middle school. Like, it's got that nice rubbery texture to it. And of course, I've already scratched and dented it because why the fuck wouldn't I? But let's get to the magic and open this beast up. Okay. It's very... I don't know. It's not an ugly palette whatsoever, but I can guarantee you I have every one of these shades in my other palettes. Ooh, but it smells hella good. It's kind of like the mixture of a waxy crayon or an unscented candle combined with like dollar store potpourri, but in the best way possible. It ain't a bad smell at all, but I do have to do the taste test because the chocolate palette tasted so good, so... Nothing. Not a damn thing. I don't know what I'm more disappointed in, the fact that it doesn't have a flavor or this color scheme. Although just from the looks of this, if you weren't a makeup whore like I am and have 50 million different palettes, this honestly would be a really pretty neutral palette to have in your collection. But that's only judging these off of how they look. I have no fucking clue how they perform. Also, as a side note, it is fucking hot as ass in here. Am I turning red? Oh my god, I am a little red. Oh fucking hell, I need a drink. Anyways, even though this palette is a little bit less colorful than what I would like, I'm still very excited to swatch and do a look with this bitch. You guys know the song. Are you ready? It's swatching time. First up, we have the first row, which is peach cream, peach suede, peaches and dreams, and creme de la peach, and honestly, these actually did feel really good, but when I was applying them, I saw what people were talking about with the chalkiness. I mean, it's not terrible, but are they really good quality feeling? No, not really. Next up, we have peach sorbet, glistening peach, peach smoothie, and sweet fig, and once again, these are pretty much the same feeling, the same texture, the same pigmentation, but I will say, glistening peach is bae as fuck. That shit is beautiful. But overall, am I impressed so far? Really, no. And it's kind of like if this palette were a food, it would be a fucking saltine cracker. Like, it does not get much more boring than this. Finally, we have the last row, peach ice, fuzzy on the grill, and peach passion, and once again, I'm really not that inspired or impressed. I mean, peach ice and peach passion are really pretty, but nothing unique at all, and they are glittery, but they're the chunky kind of glittery. So until we do a look with this, I can't really judge whether or not this is a good palette, but just based off the swatches, I am gonna say that I don't think this is at all worth $45. To me, they swatch like drugstore shadows, but what the fuck do I know? Anywho, let's go in and do a little looky with this, so I am gonna go in for foundation with these Dermablend drops. For concealer, I think I'm gonna go in and give this Makeup Revolution one another try. This is the color C3, and let's go ahead and prime the eyes with that as well. And honestly, my ass is way too lazy to go wet a sponge, so we're just gonna rub this out with a brush. Rub it out. Oh, that actually does look really fucking good. Let's go ahead and contour. And for that, I'm using the same Makeup Revolution concealer in the shade C14. Oh my fucking god, that is so dark. Oh, shit on me. Anyways, I don't know about you, but I personally really appreciate when makeup palettes have big mirrors like this one. Just makes it so much easier for me to watch me turn my makeup into mud. Okay, that was a big ass whoop, so I think we're gonna have to do a little bit of damage control and go back in with this as a highlighter. I don't know how I always do it, but if something can be fucked up, Nady will always fuck it up. Okay, that seemed to have helped a little bit. I'm just very tan and bronzy today. And before we continue, let's go ahead and set under those eyes before those bitches crease. And for the rest of my face, we're gonna pat in some Coty's Airspun translucent powder. Oh, it stinks. This is one of those smells that reminds me of a brand new porta potty, like it has that fresh blue liquid in it that's been untainted. But let's start on the eye look, and I know I did just wipe the powder away from under my eyes, but I'm gonna put some more on here to catch any fallout. And I do always like to start with the light color, so let's go ahead and set that concealer on my eyes with a bit of peach cream. And I'm gonna place that everywhere on the eye from the lid to the brow. Ooh, that actually has really nice pigmentation. And there does seem to be a little bit of fallout, but honestly, it's no worse than any other palette. Next, let's dip into this peach smoothie, and holy shit, there is a lot of fallout, my god. Anyways, very gently dip into that shade, and I'm gonna place that all over the eyelid and then start smoking it up the crease. And even though the shade does fly the fuck everywhere, it is super pretty on the eye, like it's a nice neutral pink tone. It's just that because shades like this have so much fallout, I really can't imagine this palette lasting very long. But I do quite like this color. It's like peony tip pink. Maybe that's why I like it so much. Let's build up that crease a bit and go in with Sweet Fig. And we'll place it right about there. Honestly, I have a feeling they put so few looks in that little sample book because you really can't create very many looks with this palette. Like when you blend these two shades out, they kind of look almost the exact same. Still really pretty, but it's not that huge of a difference. But I suppose if you're somebody who likes really quick, simple nude looks, then this palette would kind of be perfect. You have no fucking idea how badly I want to dig into Peach Passion, but we always do purple looks on here, so I think we're gonna do kind of a reddish gold one and use Glistening Peach. So I'm hoping the sparkle will disappear out of Creme de la Peach, but there is so much fallout in this. Like when I just tap my brush in, it is fucking everywhere. Oh my god, this is a mess. That whole thing where I said it really didn't have much more fallout than any other palette, yeah, I call bullshit. Like barely any of it is actually going on my eyes, and it's all falling down here in my powder. Let me try a different brush. We'll go in with this fluffy one again. Maybe that brush was just too coarse, I don't know. Oh, I'm not feeling it, y'all. But the glitter flecks did disappear, so I suppose that's nice. Let's take a bit of Glistening Peach on a dry brush, and I'm just gonna place that right here on the eyelid. Right here on the eyelid. Nothing is fucking happening. Can you see anything? Because I don't see jack shit. Let me try this with a finger. Oh, okay, that is definitely a lot better. And honestly, this kind of looks like my highlighter double light. Except this is really chunky and sparkly. Oh, I do not like the way that looks. Huh, it says it's like a shimmery glitter, but honestly, it's like a matte, but it has a shift. It's just not that pretty. Like each shadow in here is almost $4, and that is not a $4 shadow. In fact, now that I think of it, really none of these are worth $4. Sadly, I think maybe we're gonna have to switch this look up because really nothing is showing up. Like I am not impressed at all with how this looks. It just looks like salmony pink with a tiny bit of sparkly shit. I don't know. I guess let's dip into this purple one, and I'm gonna place that right over what we just did. And this actually reminds me a lot of one of the shadows in the Fenty Galaxy palette with the same amount of fallout. Like that shit is terrible. I know it is supposed to be glitter, so it's bound to have fallout. I'm really not even that mad about it. That's why I always set translucent powder under there. But just know, if you are buying this, definitely either use a glitter glue or put it over a wet primer. And looking at this closely, the color isn't even that pretty. I'm thinking maybe it would have looked a hell of a lot better had I put it over the black, so let's go ahead and try that on the other side. So we'll dip into On the Grill, and I'm just gonna apply that all over the lid. And let's try a bit of that purple over that. Ooh, fuck me with a rake. That is so much better looking. And when I mean so much better looking, I mean this is as good as it's gonna get, and it's really not that great. I'm just gonna go back over this side with some black, and we'll try to make them even. But my thoughts so far, overall, not impressed in the least. I don't know that I'd say this is a fail yet, but this shit is teetering. Oh, if you ever want to know what true disappointment looks like, buy this palette. I guarantee you, you will not be disappointed in your disappointment. I'm just being a bitch. It's really not that bad, but let's continue. Let's go in with Peach Ice, and I'm just gonna place that right over the purple, just to kind of brighten everything up a little bit. There really is no crease shade that's dark, so I'm gonna mix these two colors right here, and we're gonna gently slide that all along the crease. But as I'm laying laying this down, I noticed that it's not sticking at all right there. Like, it almost looks like there's drops of something there and the makeup just won't stick. It's like somebody just fucking spit on my eye and now there's just like a glob of shit there. It's probably as good as we're gonna get it, so let's go ahead and wipe the powder away and see if we're left with any staining from the fallout. And it does not look like there's anything, so that's kind of nice. For the lower lash, let's dip into a peach suede, and I'm just gonna smoke that out. And that is doing abso-fucking-lutely nothing. I guess let's go into sweet fig. There is nothing happening. Honestly and sadly, I think I'm gonna have to put this palette down because it just is not working at all for me. Instead, I'm gonna take this pure palette and go into this neon pink. This is the shade Pinkie Pie, and I'm just gonna smoke that out all along the lower lash line. And then over that, I'm taking a bit of magic. And really, I know this look is kind of a fuck up. I mean, this is warm, this is cool, and together they just don't look that good. And so to bring it all together, I'm taking a mixture of that pink and purple, and I'm just gonna place that over the sparkles. And then I am gonna give my eyes a little bit of a line with this purple liner. For the lower liner, I'm gonna keep it nude, and I'm going in with this Lord & Berry shimmer stick. I am just very not in love with it at all, but let's go ahead and finish up the look. So for blush, I'm going in with Satin Coral by Essence. For lips, let's just use a gloss, and this is ColourPop's Dirty Birdie. Oh, actually, no, I take that back. Let's go over that with Makeup Geek's drum roll. And here we are with the final look. Not gonna lie, it was a total dick punch just to get here. This palette is indubitably a hard-ass no for me. This palette is actually such a hard pass for me that I'm not even sure if I'll keep it. Which is kind of sad for me because I did really like these pinky tones here, but what in the fuck is the point in keeping a $45 palette for 2 pink tones? I just don't know what to say. Like, the last time I was this disappointed in a makeup palette, I think was the Too Faced White Chocolate Bar palette, and even with that palette, we did create somewhat of a cool look. But with this palette, really none of the shades stand out or are even that unique, and none of them are super pigmented. I think that even though you probably could create maybe 5 pretty looks with this, overall, to me, it kind of seems like a flop. Especially for $45, like, that's a lot of money to spend on something that really isn't worth it. I am so sad to say this, but do I recommend this? No. To me, I think it's worth maybe half the price, but I mean, who the fuck cares what price I think it should be? It's $45. But there you go. Like always, please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell down below so that you're notified anytime I upload a new video. Don't forget, my newest collection of highlighters is available at thepopluxe.com. Also, my latest album, Kiss of Fame, is available everywhere online that music is sold. Thank you so much to everyone who's supporting them. Comment down below, let me know what you thought of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter at officialnady, and you can follow me online at thepopluxe.com. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you again soon. Bye.